Good morning, this is John with Agri Supply, and this morning we're going to be talking about gearboxes. In front of us we see three different examples. This one is for a post hole digger, this one is for a fertilizer spreader, and this one is for a rotary mower. Your PTO shaft will connect to your input shaft on your gearbox, whether it's for the post hole digger, the fertilizer spreader, or for the rotary mower. All of them will have transfer of power from the tractor to the gearbox and then to the cutting blades in the bottom of the rotary mower or post hole digger. Each type of equipment has different mount-up patterns and input-output shafts. With a rotary mower, you're going to have your input shaft, which can vary from a 1 3/8 smooth, or 1 3/8 6 spline, a 1 3/8 21 spline, or 1 3/4 20. And the bolt-up pattern will vary from one manufacturer to the other. There's some universal ones like this one and some of your larger sizes. Most will have an 1.5" 12 spline output shaft, or either a 2" 15 spline output shaft with a castle nut or a lock nut of some sort with a cotter pin or just lock on the bolt nut itself. They'll always have breather plugs and drain plugs on the back side of them. Gear ratios will vary for different types of equipment. Gear ratios determine how fast the output from the input turn. If you have a post hole digger shafts will go in at the 1 3/8 smooth, but when it comes out from 540 on the tractor, on this end maybe 2.92 to as much as 4.1, turning that much slower for your larger, heavier post hole diggers. Fertilizer spreaders are 1:1. Rotary mowers typically are 1 to 1.46, maybe 1 to 1.47. Which gearbox you choose for a rotary mower will be a function of the tractor horsepower and of the size of the mower. The size of a mower with a 4-foot mower with a light duty tractor, let's say 25 horsepower, you'd want to choose one like this. If you had a 125 horsepower tractor with a bat wing, obviously you're going to have a much larger gearbox. So the function of the two, the size of the tractor versus the size of the mower, is what it will determine which gearbox you choose. The final aspect of a gearbox choices for replacement on a mower or whatever, but in particular on a mower, will depend upon the physical characteristics. That would be the size of the input shaft and the orientation of the input shaft to the bolt holes, making sure that it aligns properly with those. Secondarily would be the bolt-up pattern itself. Is it 6 1/4, 6 1/2, 6 3/4, 8, or what? Then the physical dimensions of the bolt hole itself. Are they 5/8? Are they 3/4? Then lastly would be the output shaft. Is it the 1.5" 12 spline? Is it the 2" with a 15 spline? You'll need to determine all these things before you purchase a replacement gearbox. To check the oil level in a rotary mower gearbox, you'd remove the drain plug. If any oil comes out, then you're full. If you need to add oils, no oil has come out, you'd remove the breather plug. Fill at this point until oil starts to seep out the bottom. When that happens, it's full. It's time to stop. Thanks for watching the video on gearboxes this morning. If you need more information, you can click on the link below, or you can give us a call at 1-800-345-0169.